Hey there, incredible listeners. Before you even think about hitting that skip button, I want you to take a deep breath and stay with me for the next few minutes. What I'm about to share isn't just another motivational monologue. This is a journey through human resilience, personal integrity, and the profound wisdom of Stoic philosophers that could quite literally transform the way you navigate life's most challenging moments. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where silence felt easier than speaking up? Where the weight of unexpressed truth pressed down on your soul, and you chose the path of least resistance? Today, we're going to explore 5 critical moments when silence is not just ineffective, but potentially destructive to your personal growth, relationships, and fundamental human dignity. The Stoic philosophers understood something profound about human nature, that our character is not defined by our circumstances, but by our choices in those circumstances. They knew that true strength isn't about being fearless, but about being courageous in moments of vulnerability. Consider the words of Epictetus, who said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." But paradoxically, today we'll discuss when those moments of speaking become not just a right, but a moral imperative. Moment number 1. When injustice is unfolding before your eyes. Picture this. You're in a room, witnessing something fundamentally wrong. Maybe it's workplace discrimination, a friend being verbally attacked, or a situation where someone's basic human rights are being trampled. This is not the moment for diplomatic silence. Hierarchos, a lesser-known but profound Stoic philosopher, once emphasized the concept of concentric circles of concern, where our moral responsibility expands from our immediate family to our community, and ultimately to all of humanity. When injustice occurs, staying silent makes you complicit in that very injustice. Musonius Rufus, another remarkable Stoic thinker, argued that our primary duty is not just to ourselves, but to our collective human experience. He would say that speaking against injustice is not an act of rebellion, but an act of profound social responsibility. Remember, silence in the face of injustice doesn't make you peaceful. It makes you an enabler. Your voice is a tool of transformation, a bridge between what is and what should be. Moment number 2. When your personal boundaries are being violated. Let's get real. Boundaries aren't walls. They're healthy fences that define our personal ecosystem. When someone consistently crosses those lines, whether emotionally, professionally, or personally, silence becomes a form of self-betrayal. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, believed that true freedom comes from understanding what is within our control. Your boundaries are absolutely within your control. By staying silent when they're violated, you're surrendering your most fundamental power, the power of self-respect. Think about a colleague who consistently undermines your work, a friend who makes recurring disrespectful comments, or a family member who emotionally manipulates you. Silence reinforces their behavior and diminishes your self-worth. The Stoic philosopher Panicius would argue that self-preservation isn't selfish. It's a fundamental act of maintaining your inner harmony. Speaking up isn't aggression. It's a declaration of your inherent worth. Moment number 3. When your personal growth requires honest feedback. Growth doesn't happen in comfort zones. It happens in those uncomfortable conversations where you're willing to hear hard truths about yourself. Imagine you're in a relationship, a job, or a personal project where something isn't working. Your instinct might be to maintain peace, to go with the flow. But the Stoics would challenge that instinct dramatically. Cleanthes, a student of Zeno, believed that wisdom comes from constant self-examination. If you're not willing to speak up and seek honest feedback, you're essentially choosing stagnation over evolution. This doesn't mean being brutally critical. It means creating spaces of genuine, compassionate honesty. Ask for feedback. Share your struggles. Be vulnerable enough to say, "I'm not perfect and I want to improve." The moment you normalize honest communication is the moment you unlock exponential personal growth. Moment number 4. When your mental health is at stake. Here's a truth bomb. Your mental health is not a luxury. It's not something you negotiate or compromise. Too many of us have been conditioned to suffer in silence, to wear our struggles like a badge of martyrdom. The Stoics would fundamentally reject this notion. Arius Didymus, a Stoic philosopher who wrote extensively about emotional resilience, emphasized that acknowledging your emotional state is not weakness. It's the first step towards strength. Whether you're experiencing burnout, wrestling with anxiety, dealing with depression, or simply feeling overwhelmed, silence is not protection. It's a prison. Speaking about your mental health doesn't make you fragile. It makes you courageous. It makes you human. Moment number 5. When your authentic self is being suppressed. This might be the most profound moment of all. In a world that constantly demands conformity, staying true to your authentic self requires immense courage. Dio Chrysostom, a Stoic philosopher who was exiled multiple times for speaking his truth, believed that authenticity is the highest form of rebellion. When societal expectations, professional pressures, or familial traditions try to mold you into something you're not, silence becomes a form of self-erasure. Your unique perspective, your unconventional ideas, your non-traditional path, these are not flaws. They are your signature on the world. Speaking your truth doesn't mean being aggressive. It means being unapologetically you. It means creating space for your genuine self to breathe, to exist, to flourish. As we conclude this journey, I want you to understand something profound. These moments of speaking up are not about being perfect. They're about being human. They're about recognizing that your voice is not just a sound. It's a powerful instrument of change. The Stoics didn't believe in eliminating emotions. They believed in understanding them, channeling them, using them as a compass for right action. Your silence might feel safe, but your voice? Your voice is revolutionary. Remember the words of Antipater of Tarsus. Wisdom is not acquired save through pain. Today, let that pain be the catalyst for your transformation. Speak up, stand tall, be authentically, courageously you. This isn't just a video. This is an invitation to reclaim your voice.